Our DNA is a living history book, holding the stories of our ancestors within its intricate code. For too long, the pages detailing the history of West African peoples have been underread, leaving significant gaps in our understanding of human origins and diversity. Studying the genetics of West African populations is not just about filling in these blanks, it is about uncovering a crucial chapter in the grand narrative of humankind. This region, a cradle of vibrant cultures, languages, also harbors immense genetic variation that provides profound insights into ancient migrations, environmental adaptations, and the deep, interconnected roots that bind us all together. Understanding this genetic legacy is essential for a complete picture of human history. The importance of this research extends far beyond academic curiosity. For millions of people in the African diaspora, particularly in the Americas, genetic analysis offers a powerful tool to reconnect with a heritage that was tragically severed by the transatlantic slave trade. By tracing DNA back to specific regions or ethnic groups in West Africa, individuals can reclaim a part of their identity and build a bridge to a past once thought lost forever. When we look at the genetic map of the world, West Africa stands out with a distinct and deeply rooted signature. This uniqueness stems from a long history of human habitation and the relative stability of many populations over millennia. Unlike regions with repeated distant migrations, many West African groups remained in the same geographic areas for exceptionally long periods. This allowed a unique genetic profile to develop, characterized by specific markers and lineages at high frequencies in this region. Certain haplogroups are most common in people of West African descent, reflecting a long, independent history within Africa. One defining feature is deep genetic diversity, often greater than that observed between continents. A 2020 Nature study highlighted profound variation within and between West African ethnic groups. From the Yoruba of Nigeria to the Mende of Sierra Leone, histories diverged within the same region. Whole genome analyses show West African groups generally have minimal non-African ancestry compared to North or Horn of Africa. Populations such as the Esan in Nigeria and the Ga-Adangbe in Ghana preserve ancient African genetic signals, providing a crucial baseline for reconstructing Africa's past. Arid savannas in the north, dense rainforests along the coast, over generations local adaptation etched into DNA. A classic example is malaria resistance. The sickle cell trait protects against malaria but raises sickle cell disease risk. One of Africa's most significant demographic events, the Bantu expansion, began near modern Nigeria, Cameroon. It unfolded as waves of migration starting about 4 millennia ago. Agriculture and ironworking helped populations grow and move. Bantu-speaking peoples gradually expanded south and east across the continent. Genetic studies trace this movement with modern and ancient DNA, including comprehensive analyses published in 2017. Comparing Bantu and non-Bantu groups reveals ancestry radiating from West Central Africa, with admixture visible across Central, Eastern, and Southern Africa. Many Southern African groups show mixtures of incoming Bantu-speaking farmers and local Khoisan lineages. The genetics indicate complex exchange over millennia, making this West Central African signature foundational across sub-Saharan Africa. Within West Africa, language families, Niger-Congo, Nilo-Saharan, Afro-Asiatic, mirror deep population links. Genetics connects distant yet linguistically related peoples, for example among Mande-speaking groups in Senegal, Mali, and Guinea. DNA complements oral traditions and archaeology, revealing not isolation but dynamic, interconnected peoples across time and space. It's a common misconception to see West Africans as a single, uniform genetic identity. In reality, West Africa holds some of the greatest human genetic diversity on Earth. Differences between two West African ethnic groups can exceed those between a European and an East Asian. This variety stems from Africa being the cradle of modern humans, with the longest time to accumulate genetic variants. Landmark studies showed immense variation across ethno-linguistic groups in Nigeria. Each group contributes distinct genetic variants. Studying them reconstructs population histories, identifying ancient splits, growth, decline, and episodes of migration and admixture. For example, pastoralist Fulani show admixture from Saharan North African populations, distinct from nearby agriculturalist neighbors. This reflects centuries of complex regional interactions. Medicine cannot be one-size-fits-all based on European cohorts. West African variation affects drug responses and disease risks. Some kidney disease risk variants are more common in people with West African ancestry, highlighting the need for inclusive precision medicine. Data challenge simplistic notions of race. Variation is vast and continuous, not partitioned by modern labels. West African DNA is a vibrant network, each population a unique thread in our shared fabric. To understand West African genetics, place it within the human family tree. Modern humans originated in Africa. All non-Africans descend from a group who left about 80,000 years ago, carrying only a subset of Africa's diversity. African populations, including West Africans, retain more genetic variation and ancient lineages. West Africans represent some of the deepest branches of modern human diversity. Within Africa, clustering broadly follows geography and language. West Africans form a distinct cluster, while East Africans and Khoisan show their own unique histories. The Khoisan reflect one of the earliest divergences among modern humans. The Bantu expansion forged wide genetic links from West Central Africa. Non-Africans are most closely related to subsets of East Africans, reflecting the sequence of branching rather than value or distance. West African genomes are invaluable for revealing ancestral diversity. Studying populations like the Yoruba and Mende helps identify ancient variants and trait architectures, providing a baseline to track changes before and after the out-of-Africa migration. Global genetics cannot be told without the foundational lineages preserved in West Africa. These deep histories place West Africa at the heart of our species' story. Genetics can reveal traces of ancient, extinct populations in living people. These ghost populations are inferred from unique DNA segments, without fossils or ancient DNA. A 2020 study found West Africans carry roughly 19% ancestry from an unknown archaic hominin. That ghost lineage likely split before Neanderthals and Denisovans perhaps 360,000 1 million years ago. DNA entered ancestors of West Africans around 43,000 years ago. Non-Africans carry Neanderthal and Denisovan DNA, but Africa hosts its own archaic chapters. Candidates exist, yet without ancient DNA, precise identity remains unknown. Some archaic segments may have aided immunity or metabolism, helping adaptation in West African environments. Ongoing work is reshaping our view of African prehistory. Every person of West African descent carries echoes of this deep past, as archaeology and genomics together uncover hidden branches. The search has only just begun, more revelations await. The genome preserves mysteries that deepen, not diminish, the significance of West African histories. The journey into West African genetics reveals identity and connection. DNA shows a mosaic of deep, diverse histories, complementing oral traditions and cultural memory. Genetics traces migrations, adaptations, and interactions that form today's communities. It provides a shared language to confirm alliances and uncover connections. For the diaspora, genetics helps reclaim a fragmented past. The slave trade severed identities and origins. Today, many trace ancestry to groups such as the Yoruba, Akan, or Mandinka. This scientific path becomes a personal reconnection, answering, "Where do I come from?" and restoring belonging. It reminds us all modern humans trace origins to Africa. Diversity preserved in West Africa is foundational to our species. Studying a person from Ghana or Sierra Leone illuminates global human history, connecting lives in Lagos, London, and Lima. These genetic truths refine history, empower reconnection, and advance medicine. As we decode this story that began in Africa, we see how it now connects us all.